But they've been edited. They've been put together. They're on YouTube now. So if you guys have been waiting for those, they're there for you to view. So yeah, just want to let you guys know that. You guys remember about a good 2 weeks ago, Donald Trump had a lot to say about immigration. In response to that, Macy's was one of the companies that decided, you know what, we're going to pretty much sever our ties with him. Now, in doing that, there has been some backlash. So what has happened is a lot of, give or take about a good 30,000 Macy customers are protesting, and they're protesting by cutting up their Macy's card and pretty much saying they're not going to shop at Macy's. Again, because they feel that the treatment is very harsh, you know, given him stating his opinion about immigration. Now, I'm going to put this down, and I want to talk about a couple things in reference to that. Okay. I have seen people comment saying that, you know, Macy's is going after the wrong, I guess, group of people. You know, so people that they're trying to, I guess, support and uplift are not those that shop at Macy's. This is not me saying this, but this is what I've read. But my thing is this: they have every right to do that, and you have people saying they should be catering to their customers. But there's going to be backlash either way. And my thing is this: in reference to what Donald Trump said, do I agree with what he said? No. Do I respect the fact that he spoke his truth? Yes. Do I respect the fact that he has stood in his truth? Yes. But we have to remember that, you know, for every action there is a reaction, and this, for me, is a good way of showing people, regardless of who you are and what your stature is, you just can't get up and say whatever the hell it is that you want to say and don't think there's not going to be any backlash for it. Now, with that being said, are they not coming after the networks that have canceled The Apprentice, amongst other things? Are these people not combating? Tyga. Like I said, this is only the third installment of this, but for what it's worth, I'm already getting tired of talking about him and Kylie. For what it's worth, I don't even think I've talked about Tyga yet, but still, it shows you just how tired I am of just hearing about him. But apparently, he is screwing people left and right. In this instance, it's really not physical. What happened is he got into a business venture with, and I'm really not trying to mess her name, but I think it's Chung Young Lee. Probably said that wrong, but she and Tyga got into a business relationship where he was going to help her promote her fashion line called, let me see, what was it called again? Last Kings. And the promotion was supposed to happen back in January of 2013. Well, it didn't happen. Apparently, he ran off with $500,000 in merchandise, and conveniently enough, he partnered up with somebody else and started a company or a clothing line called Egyptian King. And this has her in an uproar, and she is pretty much suing him for how much? $1.6 million, and that's not including damages. So I'm gonna have to ask Tyler to pretty much y'all really care about this coin, y'all would make time to do it. Mind you, yes, you have to shoot so much for your respective shows, but you can make time to get it done. So part of me believes there's something else to this story, but we just don't have the team just yet. But what do you guys like? Do you guys really think that it's just scheduling, or do you guys think that it's something more that's keeping these two from doing the show? I mean, for what it's worth, I'm not gonna watch the shit regardless, but just putting it out there. In my last video, or it might have been the first, don't remember, but I talked about liquid vape, or I'm sorry, a liquid weed substance to be used in a vaporizer that is causing hallucinations and other things. Well, now there is a drug right now that is out that is causing a lot of problems and a lot of damage. Now it's called Flocka. So you guys know Waka Flocka Flame. So it's not Waka Flocka, but it's Flocka. That's the name of it. And like I said, it's a brand new drug. It's said to be the cousin of the drug substance that is found in bath salt. It has been imported from China, and it has been said to be more deadly than heroin and cocaine. So this is one hell of a drug. See what I did there? But to get back to being serious, it is saying that this drug can cause bizarre and even violent reactions from people. And so far, it's been spotted in Illinois, where I happen to be right now, Ohio, Texas, Kentucky, California, and Florida. And it says that people who take it, there are psychotic breakdowns, hallucinations, and indiscriminate violence, meaning those that take it beyond the other stuff, but they are a threat, more or less not only to themselves but to other people. And from what has been said, so far in Florida, Florida is the epicenter of the outbreak, with there being 25 related deaths to Flocka. There have been people trying to take people's children away from them as an adverse reaction to this drug, which is very, very insane. And even a user who's near Chicago, so not necessarily in, but near, this individual had taken it. He's bold to even confess that, but had said that after taking it, he did not remember anything that he did 2 days after taking it. So this is a bit of a crazy, crazy drug. history that has been forgotten. So much has been wiped away. So much has been taken away, by different virtues and by different things that have been instilled in us and embedded in us that goes back, pretty much generations. I say don't forget. This, like I said, we need to get to the point where, one, we know what's going on currently. We remember this. We go back and we research what has transpired in our history. And we remember that too. We need not forget, and we should pass this along to our children. Because again, those who, don't know their history are doomed to repeat it, especially the worst parts. And just give you guys a good example, in Judaism, pretty much just about every holiday, there's a retelling of what this holiday represents. Passover being one. Nobody alive knows what happened back, back in Egypt, what occurred in the book of Exodus. But there is a storytelling that goes through the motion, that takes you through and explains this is what happened, this is why we're here. We celebrate this to remember the bondage, but also to make sure that we don't put anybody else in bondage. But just having that heritage, having those memories, not forgetting and passing it along, so those same mistakes are not made, and you look back and see what happens. And if you remember the past and certain things start to happen, you can catch it, and you won't allow yourself to fall for the okie doke. So that is just my opinion about that and this exhibit and how I feel about it. You guys let me know how you feel about this exhibit. So we all know that Bill Cosby has his star, and everybody's been okay, let me not paint with a broad brush. A lot of people have been protesting to have his star removed alongside Donald Trump's. Guess what, people? Neither one of their stars are being removed, and they're going to shine very, very bright. That's it. That's all. Now, yesterday I did talk about Garner's family and how they were still fighting for, initially what they wanted. But they have Monday night, settled for $5.9 million from New York City. So just want to go ahead, give you guys that. So if you guys have already watched that, just know that, hey, this is, literally what has transpired within 24 hours of me making and uploading that video. And now that I've got pretty much most of the depressing stuff out of the way, of course I like to end these videos on a good note. Well, guess what? I pretty much have 4 good notes, and a lot of these come from the Comic-Con. Now, I did mention at the very end of the video yesterday about Once Upon a Time and, Merida being the latest princess for Once Upon a Time that's going to be airing later on this fall. Well, we have a couple more things that came out. So first, Arrow. Love that show. And guess what? Arrow is now going to be addressed as Green Arrow. So filming has already begun, and the premiere episode literally is going to be called Green Arrow. Cannot wait. We also know of the Batman and Superman Dawn of Justice trailer that was pretty much leaked. That, and alongside another one that I'll be talking about at the very end of this video. Apparently they were not supposed to be leaked, but hey, it's social media, so somebody get their hands on it, it's going to be out there for the world to see. What I will say is this: will I watch it? More than likely, but by the trailer, the trailer isn't really doing anything for me per se. And even though I have my reasons as to why I like Superman, I'm always rocking with Batman, always. But we'll see how this goes. And you never know, this might just help us, get to, them starting the Justice League. We'll see. Also, Deadpool. Oh, I'm sorry. And if I didn't already say it, the Batman Superman movie is coming out in 2016. shell. But guess what? It's going to come out, you guys. And from what we're all seeing, look like it's going to be a good movie. I don't know if you guys going to see it. Now, if I do go and see it, I'm probably not going to do a review on it. I'm probably not. If anything, I might do a TV smoothie movie edition and just talk about some key ones. But even then, I probably won't do that because I really don't want to ruin it for anybody. And to end this thing off, I think the best trailer that I saw was that of the Suicide Squad. It was one of them. Just like it made me. It's like I cannot wait. And this is supposed to come out in August 2016. So pretty much I have to wait a year for this. So hopefully it lives up to the hype. I really want it to because it looks fucking awesome. And I only have, 4 words for you guys. Harley Quinn, the Joker. That's it. That's it. That's all Harley Quinn is looking mad motherfucking fine. And this Joker, again, he's giving me that sadistic, and I like it. And I fucking like it. I think it's going to be great. So, are you guys going to go out and see any of these upcoming movies that are coming out in 2016? How do you feel about some of these trailers being leaked before they were supposed to? Let me know how you guys feel about that. So that's it, you guys. That's all that I have for tabloids and trending topics with T. I know that I've just given you guys another video, but hey, this stuff was trending. I did not want to wait until the weekend. More or less, I'm probably going to be drunk on Saturday anyway, probably recovering on Sunday, and don't know how it's going to work. At the same exact time, I'd rather give you a couple